at 6.
What are you up to, Alice?
I was hoping we could put our heads together. After all, we have a mutual interest.
I don't think so.
Let's be honest. I want Jake, you want Paulina, which means we both want their marriage to fail. And it looks like we might get our wish. But I need you to help me out, Joe.
What do you think, I'm an idiot? After you lied to me once in
No,
San
no, I
Francisco?
didn't lie.
Allison, you told me Jake knew all about Paulina. You told me he didn't give a damn about her, and that the two of you were going to get married.
And we will if you help us.
Give me one good reason why I should trust you.
Because you need me. Face facts, Joe. You're getting nowhere with Paulina on your own.
Oh,
So sorry. I got held up.
oh, no problem. I'm up to my ears countering this malpractice suit.
Oh, I heard that little boy. That's just awful. What a shame for everyone.
You really feel that way?
Absolutely. That poor mother losing her son. And John, he saved my life. I know what a terrific doctor he is, and I know how hard this must be on him.
Good, because I can use your help.
No, Matt, the answer is no.
I'm telling you, John, do a one-on-one interview. You'll get rid of
Matt,
some of these
people are going to
rumors.
believe whatever they want to
Yeah,
believe
rumors,
anyway.
Ren.
Morgan, have you
Yeah.
seen Dr. Evans? She missed rounds this morning.
No, I haven't.
I know the deposition was hard on her, but if she expects this hospital to back her, she's going to have to hold up her end.
Yeah, she realizes that.
Then where is she?
She had a family emergency this morning, and I told her to take half a shift. Is that a problem?
We'll talk later. In my office. Sorry, Matt, I can't do
John,
it.
just hear me out.
No,
Just hear me
Matt,
out. Hold on.
no.
Hello?
Courtney, look, you missed rounds this morning, and John is ripped. I told him you had a family emergency, but I don't think he bought it. Courtney?
You see how the slash marks appear, reappear?
Yeah,
Just keeps repeating. That there's only one or two brands that do that.
they're high-end tires.
Very high end. This is import only.
Right. So we've got somebody with an expensive imported car out at the depot with Rachel. Grant, how you doing?
Better, thanks.
Good.
Could we,
Yeah, sure. Lieutenant, thanks. That's it for now. Grant, what can I do for you?
any new developments?
Not yet.
You'd tell me, though, if you found anything. Wouldn't you, Gabe?
Thank you. Now, Rachel, I just want to reassure you that you were never a suspect in Ryan's shooting. And certainly not now.
I thought the police investigation was finished.
Yes, well, that's the official word, but the evidence is far from conclusive. However, Justine Kirkland is the most probable suspect.
There are still far too many questions that have been left unanswered.
I know, but as far as the DA's office, Rachel's in the clear.
Well, I appreciate your confidence, but I would still like to remember that evening.
You will. You will.
But what if I was struggling with Justine? What if the gun went off?
Rachel, that didn't happen. The evidence doesn't even support that.
Still, until I remember.
You're going to have your memory back. I promise you. This man is a miracle worker. There? Look at that. He read my mind.
Mind reader?
Oh, this is an idea of Carl's. We didn't tell you about it because we're not certain it's going to meet with any success.
Dr. David Alpert, may I present my wife, Mrs. Rachel Corey Hutchins.
How do you do?
And this
Dana
is
Kramer. Pleasure as always.
Dr. Alfred, I can't believe it. The hypnotherapist.
I told you, Grant, that we'd keep you apprised if we developed any new leads.
Well, I'm just surprised you have nothing more than a button. You know, I mean, with all the men you had combing the area.
Grant, our forensics teams were very thorough. Now, if we have any new information at all, I promise you, I'll let you know.
You have nothing specific, though.
Like what?
I don't know. You're the professional. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know. How my brother died was my mother. Gabe, I'm trying to find a way to put this all behind me and put it all to rest, you know.
Hey, don't worry. Now, listen to me. For all intents and purposes, this case is closed. I got a few loose ends I need to tie up myself.
What do you mean?
I can't really say. But Sinclair is working on this with me. It has top priority. And we may have some answers for you real soon. Excuse me a second. Oh, Grant, the new wing at the hospital, the one that they're dedicating to your brother?
Yeah.
They called me. They asked me if I would pick a representative from the force to co-chair the ceremonies. You got any input on that?
No. No, I mean, you work with him. You would know best.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Yes, Lieutenant, Mr. Harrison's been brought up to speed on our investigation, and he is very eager to cooperate.
Oh, great.
Sinclair will take care of you, Grant.
Mr. Harrison, how are you?
Good.
Good. Why don't you have a seat right there?
So what is it, Lieutenant?
What is it? Well, I need your help. We're going to crack this case. Believe me. Now, what I need from you are names. Names of anybody who could have had any kind of motive at all to be at the train trestle the night that your mother, Rachel Hutchins, and Ryan were there.
What are you saying? You think someone else was there?
Yes, Dr. Albert and I have mixed it up once or twice before in the courtroom.
Well, to tell you the truth, I've always enjoyed it. You ask some terrific questions.
Oh, really? A lot of good it's done me. I could never shake you. In fact, quiet as it's kept, we've had to ask him once or twice to come and help us when one of our witnesses had forgotten something crucial.
So you've got a proof?
Oh, absolutely. If he can help.
Well, it's up to Rachel. She has all the answers.
Rachel, you do understand that recovered memory is rarely admissible in a courtroom. However, if something that you remember can trigger an avenue for the police to go down, then that's wonderful.
Well, we're hoping it will.
Well, you'll keep me informed, I hope.
Yes, of course. And thank you very much for coming.
Absolutely.
Lovely to see you again, Dana.
As always, David.
So, Rachel, nervous?
Yes, a little.
Oh, after speaking with you and your husband on the phone, I think I can understand what it is you want to accomplish.
Well, I just want to remember what happened that night.
Well, can I get you something, Doctor?
Glass of water?
At once.
Yeah. The memory's there. We'll find it. Now, you're well, I trust?
Yes.
Good. You haven't taken any medication? Drugs, alcohol?
No.
Thank you. Could you look up for me? Just the ceiling, yes. No, just your eyes. Thank you.
What was that?
It's called the Seagull test. Is she going to be a good subject?
So what's really important is that you feel comfortable, Rachel, and that you genuinely want to be hypnotized.
Yes, I do.
The test, I was looking at the distance your pupils travel, is indicative. But I do it more for my own curiosity, to see if my results match expectations. Yeah, I'm sure we'll do fine.
Good. Shall we get comfortable?
Yes, why don't you lie down?
I would like my husband to stay, please.
Of course. But it's important that we're not interrupted.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I'll sit here, and Carl will be nearby. You'll do fine.
Well, let's hope.
And we'll begin. Rachel, I'm going to help you to relax by giving you various suggestions. And when you're relaxed and comfortable, I'll ask you to tell me what happened the night Brian Harrison was shot. Do you understand? Good. Close your eyes. Good. Now, Rachel, you're lying on a tropical beach. There's a gentle breeze blowing. You can feel the warmth of the sand on your back, your legs. Your toes are warm. Relax them. Let them go. Your ankles. Relax them.
Claire, tell Rose I'm taking my break early, okay?
No, you tell her.
No, you tell her. Please, please. She's gonna say no if I tell her.
All right, you're gonna owe me, Winthrop.
I'm good for it.
Ryan Harrison, huh? It's so sad, you know. But you're right, throwing a party in his honor, dedicating the new facility, I think it'd be great publicity.
Well, we need to remind the public of all the good that we do.
But why me? I mean, I'm not your famous social type of
Oh, Rachel
chairperson.
suggested you. She wanted the family represented since she and Carl are major contributors for the wing, but she wants to remain in the background as much as possible. I'm sure you can understand.
Yeah, because she was there when Ryan was shot.
Frankly, I think she's had enough of the limelight.
And Amanda's out of town, so...
Paulina, she actually thought that you were better suited. You and Vicky have become friends since the whole Jake thing, and you are so committed to the hospital that she actually thought that you were the #1 choice, and I do agree.
That is so sweet.
And I understand why the hospital's not willing to comment, but it's making you look like you're hiding something.
Look, I think this hospital can stand on its track record in this community.
That's what I'm saying. You've got to remind the
Of
public.
what? That we have confidence
You've
in our
got to
positions?
defend this
Come on, Matt, that
hospital,
goes
or
without
else the public's
saying.
going to eat you
No
up.
way.
Oh, come on.
So, it's a co-chair?
Yes. We want the police department represented. The new police captain, Gabe McNamara. He'll choose somebody to co-chair it with you.
Well, I would love to help. So,
Great, Paulina,
whatever
excuse me
it
for
takes.
just a minute.
No, Matt, listen to me. A 7-year-old child has died. His family is grieving. I'm not going to go on television and tout this hospital at their expense.
Okay, the offer stands whenever you deem it's appropriate.
Not now. Not next
Excuse me, Lorna. I'm giving John an opportunity here to make a statement.
And I said no.
He has nothing to say. Nobody does. Is that clear, Matt? Now, unless you are bleeding and require immediate attention...
Problems?
Listen, I'm trying to help. Ask her.
Would you like me to call security?
No wonder Grant Harrison went under. With you leading him, he lost all sense of reality.
Lunch? I thought you'd never ask.
John,
come on.
think
No,
about it.
I'll see you later, Lorna, okay? Come on. I'm hungry. Let's go.
Did you... What are you talking about? We didn't have a lunch
Matt,
date.
I had a rough morning, okay? I need my brother, all right? Let's go.
All right, let's get a burger.
John, the moment you engage with anybody in the press, you're
Laura,
saying...
don't you dare presume to tell me my business.
When it's the hospital's business, I will do more
You know,
than
Matt
presume.
Corey, he was right. You're making it look as though this hospital is trying to cover up a crime, and I won't be party to it.
Don't you want Jake out of Paulina's life? What do you know about this Vicky person? It seems like Jake's been spending a lot of time with her.
Her fiancé just died, and Jake happens to be her best friend.
Well, let's hope that's all there is to it. Come to think of it, don't you know a little something about romancing grieving widows yourself?
This conversation is now over.
Look, I'm sorry, Joe. I know it's difficult. Think how I feel missing Jake.
Like I said, the conversation is now over.
Okay, you're not interested. Well, you should just go along pursuing Paulina. She seems like a very conventional woman. I'm sure she would respond to roses or chocolates or love
The day I
letters.
need you, tell me how to get Paulina back.
What? Joe,
Forget it.
I'm
You have a
sorry.
nice life. Paulina? Matt?
John, you saw what happened to Courtney in that deposition. She told the truth, and look what happened. That's not fair, but that's just the way it is. You and I both know the media is worse than the lawyers. They'll take whatever you say and twist it around to their advantage.
Oh, come on. This is a cover-up. I'm not going to have any part of
This
this.
is not a cover-up. This is appropriate for us to keep quiet. We are in the middle of a lawsuit, John. Depositions have been taken. And our Cass is waiting for us to make an offer.
An offer? An offer? Are you saying that we should settle?
I am saying that we should wait and see how culpable the lawyers think that
Oh,
we
come
are
on,
in
Lord.
this.
I am so sick and tired of lawyers and their legal mumbo-jumbo. Has everyone lost sight of the fact that we lost a little 7-year-old child here?
No, we haven't, but it's a fact, and there's nothing we can do to change that. But frankly, I would like to see you and Morgan keep your jobs. So I think all we have to do is just let Tim look at all the legal ramifications
Oh, come
of
on.
this.
Dr. Evans made a mistake.
I think it's called negligence.
Look, she should have stopped Ben Michaels from using that inhaler, but we can't hang this whole thing on
I
her.
disagree. I think that if she was honest with us before she gave
Oh,
the
come on, that's not the point, and you know it.
It is the point. If you want to protect your hospital, you have to
Well, I'm
admit-
not going to do it by holding up for sacrifice one of my finest interns. Come on, Courtney has distinguished herself around here in the past few months. She deserves another chance, a real chance, in a supportive atmosphere. Lorna, she's never gone up against the likes of Cass Winthrop and this briefcase full of legalese. Of course she's rattled. Of course she's second-guessing herself.
Well, maybe she should take some time off.
I'll not scapegoat Dr. Evans.
Courtney, I know you're in there.
Go away.
What do you mean? I'm not gonna go away. It's your friend Morgan. Now let's have a little chat. Come on, open up.
I have neighbors.
I know that. Well, let's do them a favor and let me in.
Look, I appreciate you stopping in, but no, I'm
Listen,
sorry. I know
John
it's-
is ripped. You missed rounds. You know that?
Good, let him fire me. We'd all be better off.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, we would. That's how I feel.
Well, it's not about how you feel. You have work to do. People depend on you.
You'll be fine.
I know I'm gonna be fine. But Billy Dugan is coming in today again for dialysis, and he's gonna be a mess if you're not there to take care of him.
Billy's today.
That's right.
I forgot.
You forgot about a lot of things, like Mrs. Parch.
Is she out of ICU?
Yes, thanks to you.
Stop it. I hate pep talk.
No. I hate pep talks. This is a reality check, Doc. You're AWOL, and the clock is ticking.
What about you? You're on call today.
Yes, I am.
Oh, come on, Morgan. Go back. There's no point in both of us getting fired.
Come with me.
I can't.
Come on. This is cake compared to med school. Just suck it up. Let's go to work.
Suck it up.
Yes, this is first and 10, Doc. Let's move.
Sports metaphors.
Billy Dugan needs you.
And guilt. God help the woman who marries you.
Listen. I like you. And I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to throw away everything like this.
Thanks for stopping by.
No, thank you. Because I'm gonna be here making friends with your neighbors. I think they'll like me. Do me a favor, call John Hudson and tell him we're both not gonna be in today. That we're both AWOL and we both quit.
Hi, Lorna. Have you seen Paulina? I called KBAY. They said she had an appointment.
With me. But she left already? With Matt? So, how's life in paradise?
Can I ask you a question, Lorna? I mean, if you were a woman
No problem there.
and you thought you were in love with this guy, but you weren't
Dump him.
sure. Dump him? What do you mean dump him? He's a great guy.
Now, why is she on the fence?
Well, who cares who's on the fence? Look, the point is that if she thought that she could lose this guy to another woman.
Good riddance.
What do you mean good riddance? What's your problem? Lorna? You hate men?
Ones that run around in their wives.
Who
yeah.
said they were married? Okay, they're married. But I didn't say that they had an affair. I'm just saying that the guy's not feeling very appreciated.
Well, maybe you should have him try scrubbing the kitchen floor. That'll get her attention.
Well, I am not going to compete with Holly Homemaker.
Oh, we're talking about you.
Thank you, Lorna, very much.
Oh, Jake, hold on a second. You want my honest opinion?
Well, it just depends on how much it's going to cost me, doesn't it?
Well, Okay. If you, want to get Paulina's attention by making her jealous, yeah, knowing Paulina will probably work.
Thanks.
Hey, but you know, I don't know. It could backfire. She might see it as a scam.
In which case I lost her anyway, so I might as well risk it, right?
What do you have in mind?
Are you free?
Oh, God.
Come on, it's a compliment.
Get out of here, Jake. Good luck.
What's up with Joe? It dropped 20 degrees in this place.
I didn't notice. I think I'll have the chicken salad.
Come on, would you cut it out? You and Joe should be married. This thing with Jake, it's nuts.
If Jake hadn't had his accident, I never would have even met Joe. Or dated him, or had any feelings for him at all.
Any feelings at all? You were going to marry the guy, and Jake's the same old miserable, lying jerk.
I won't have you bad-mouthing my husband.
You were separated. You were at the cabin. Remember, you came to me. You said, Matt, he's let me down again.
That was before.
Before what? Don't sentimentalize the guy. Just because he came back from the dead. Listen, I know you're attracted to him. He's charming, funny, whatever. Don't lose sight of what you really want and who can give it to you.
Can we order now? Because I've got a lot of things to do for the gala.
It's not going to work. Burying yourself at KVAY. Taking on this new project at the hospital, you can't avoid your real feelings. No matter what you do.
You think someone else was at the trestle that night? Someone else shot Ryan?
Well, it's very possible. It's also possible it was a witness. We're just covering all our bases right now. It's possible that someone was shooting for your mother and Ryan got in the way.
Yes, I could see that. It could have been accidental, which means it wasn't murder. I mean, it could have even been self-defense.
Well, like I say, anything's possible. So who else besides Hutchins and Ryan had it in for your mother?
Well, no one else knew she was here.
What about her servants? Didn't she fire one of them just before we put Dolan in the house?
Yes. Candy, I think
Candy,
was her
what was her
name.
last name?
I'm not sure, but she hardly seemed the type who would get a gun. You know?
I don't think she has to be the type to get a gun, because the gun presumably came from the mansion, Mr. Harrison.
What makes you say that?
Well, the gun was registered to Amanda Corey.
Right. Right. Well, then she may have helped herself. I would check her out. You never know.
Oh, we're gonna. What about your father?
My father?
Mm-hmm. I mean, didn't he disown your mother just after Ryan's birth?
You would consider my father in his condition?
With all due respect, Mr. Harrison, I saw your father at the funeral, and I would say that he's getting over his stroke.
Well, my father's hardly capable of anything like that.
A stroke caused by Justine
Very well.
Strickland?
Call the rehab center and check his whereabouts the night of the murder. You're wasting your time, I assure you.
will. What about Lorna Devon?
Lorna Devon? My God. This is more absurd than ever. Lorna Devon would no more shoot Ryan than I would.
Hey, Gary, is the captain in? Oh, Mr. Harrison.
He's a little busy right now. You got a question for me?
Oh, yeah? Was he working on that case he said was closed? Fine. I'll tell you instead. Guess who is being hypnotized right now as we speak?
I don't know. I'll bite.
Rachel Hutchins. Yeah, Carl thinks that maybe this will help her remember what happened at the trestle. Gary, we may have a witness to Ryan's murder.
3, you're very relaxed. 2, you relax even deeper. 1, you're completely relaxed. Rachel, if you can hear my voice, nod your head. Good. Rachel, you have a helium balloon tied to your right wrist. The balloon is rising, floating up to the ceiling. Good. Now I'm going to cut the string. Snip. Good. Rachel, I want you to think back to the night Ryan Harrison was shot.
Justine, in here.
You were here, in this room, and you saw Justine. Tell me what happened, Rachel. What do you see?
Lucy.
on the floor, unconscious. Maggie, frightened, very frightened. A face. My face. My face. Justine's on the terrace.
What did you do?
I have to go after her. I have to call the police. Lucy's police room. I have to go after her.
How did you follow Justine?
Car, she's driving very fast.
You're in the car. You're driving very fast. You're keeping an eye on Justine, following her. Are you doing anything else?
I can't work this thing. How do you work this thing? Too many buttons. Too many buttons.
It's the walkie-talkie.
Ryan, he can't hear me. Ryan, yes, he's gonna come after me. He's gonna find me. Quick, Ryan, quick, don't lose me. Ryan.
What happened, Rachel?
Put on the brakes. Almost run into her.
What happened next?
She's out of her car. She's running across the field. She's in white like me. She's laughing and taunting me.
What did you do?
She has to remember.
Can't see.
She has to remember.
Quietly, Carl. Patience. Rachel, you stop the car.
Yeah.
You saw Justine getting out of her car.
Yes.
You saw her run. She was wearing white like you.
Yes.
You're safe. You're relaxed, completely relaxed. Tell me what happened next.
I get out of the car.
Good.
She's going up the ladder. She's going up and up to the second level of the tracks.
Paulino.
Captain, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, the hospital wants me to pick a liaison for the opening of the Ryan Harrison wing, someone to co-chair the event.
Okay, how about Gary?
No, I can't spare him. I want you to handle it.
Okay.
Listen, get in touch with the Lorna Devon, look over that material, and get back to me.
You got it.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, listen, I want a list of all foreign imports that are registered in this area. Yeah, that's right.
Is hypnosis reliable? I mean, I've heard reports of people fabricating.
Well, Mr. Harrison, I think I could recall quite a few major cases that have been broken that way.
I was involved in a case once in Chicago. A woman was no good to us, blanked completely. And then we put her under hypnosis, and she remembered everything. Nailed the guy. He's on death row.
And, of course, Rachel was there, so...
Yeah, and with what we have from forensics, all we need is a name on this guy, and it's over.
Excellent. She's never been able to remember this much before.
You're at the trestle. Justine's running from you. What do you do, Rachel?
I have to go up the ladder. I have to go up the ladder. She's gone to the second level of the tracks.
What do you see?
She's laughing at me and taunting me and saying terrible things. No, she's running away. I've got to catch her. She won't look at me. She won't... Stop! Stop!
What's happening?
This may be the source of her fear. She may have blocked out the entire night to avoid remembering this one moment.
She has time.
Rachel, I'm going to count down from 5, and when I reach 1, you will be completely relaxed.
No.
5, 4, feel yourself relax. 3, you have nothing to fear. 2, you're deeply relaxed. 1, you're completely relaxed. Tell me what happened, Rachel, on the trestle.
I don't want to remember.
You wanted to see me. Sit down.
I'm sure that you are aware that it is well out of the scope of your responsibility as a resident at this hospital to grant an intern time off.
Well, it's no longer an issue. Courtney came into work.
And how is she?
She's fine. Okay, she's not fine, but she's okay.
She fell apart at the deposition.
That was an extreme situation.
We handle extreme situations here every day.
Well, Courtney's a pro. She can handle herself.
Can she handle her patients?
Of course she can handle her patients, John. She's stressed out. We all are. The press, the lawsuit. She's fine. She'll be able to deal with it.
Morgan, your personal life is your own business. What I'm concerned about is your ability to be objective, given your apparent feelings for Courtney. Relying on your judgment. If you're biased because of your feelings for her.
She's got a boyfriend, Andrew. I don't know what the hell his name is.
I'm dizzy with joy. But I'm talking about your feelings for her. Are they affecting your judgment?
I like her. Listen, she's a good doctor. I like her diagnostic skills. I like the way she handles patients. And, you know, we've been through some tough moments together in the ER. You know how it is. A patient's coding, you pull it off together, so...
Are your feelings for Courtney affecting your judgment?
Fine, I'm biased. I like her. I think she's a great doctor, and I want her to get through this. Look, I haven't spent 5 minutes with her outside official hospital stuff, so our, I don't know what you want to call it, relationship is based on work. And I've seen her in that capacity. Listen, I'd know if she were shaky. I wouldn't let her treat a patient if I thought it was a risk. I promise. John, I'd take the hypo right out of her hand if I thought that there was any danger. And I'd come right to you. I swear to God, I'd come right to you. I promise.
You keep an eye on her. Listen, I will rearrange her schedule if it gets to be too much.
I think until this suit is resolved, it's too much on all of us.
Listen, when you love someone, you just can't pretend it away. You can't work it away.
You think this is easy for me? I feel like I'm being torn in two, man. Part of me loves Jake, and I don't care what you say. There's some really wonderful things about him. And the other half of me loves Joe, and I'm stuck in the middle. Now, I didn't ask for this. None of us did. But until I can make a decision, which is why I needed time alone. I needed some space. And I owe Jake another chance. He's my husband, and I take those vows very seriously. I needed some time to make sure that I was ready and comfortable, you know, going back to him.
So you're gonna force yourself.
You're not helping me.
I'm sorry. I want you to be happy. I want you to have what I had with Donna.
What do you mean what you had with Donna?
I have with Donna. What I have with Donna. The thing is, I want you to be happy. I've seen what life is like when you're with Jake and with Joe. My vote.
I know who you're voting for, Matt, and I appreciate it. I really do. This is something I have to figure out myself.
What, you're not gonna eat?
Like I said, I have stuff to do for the gala, so have the chicken salad.
Salad. Hi.
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm a close friend of Jake McKinnon's. Interested?
Billy, I know. This just really stinks.
I don't want any more needles.
I hear you, little buddy, but this is the only way that we can make you better until we get a...
I don't care. I won't do it and you can't make me.
Oh, Billy. I had to drag him out of the house. Now, come on, sweetie. You know, the sooner we start, the sooner...
Billy, I'll tell you what. If you cooperate with me, I'll take you to Waterworks.
Hate you. I never want to go anywhere with you.
We'll call it a rain check. Billy. Billy. Look behind you. Look who's here. Look at that.
Hey, pal. Where were you? Last time the other doctor really made it hurt.
Really? I'm sorry, but I'm here now. Hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna find the skinniest needle we can find, okay? And I'll let you pick.
Okay.
Let's find a tissue first, especially for you. Okay? Feel better?
I don't care what they say. You're a terrific doctor.
I, couldn't help overhearing that conversation with your friend, Paulina.
You must be new in town. She's my sister.
Oh, well, that explains your concern about Jake. I'm in the same boat as you. She should change her locks.
I take it you know Jake.
Intimately. We live together in San Francisco.
Oh, you're the one.
Good.
Did you come here to warn my sister?
Well, you know, she doesn't have much reason left, as you can tell.
And you suggest?
Well, Jake doesn't love her. This whole campaign of his to win her back, it's nothing but a sentimental exercise based on wounded pride. He doesn't want her, but he won't let Joe Carlino have her. So, you know, it's just like him. He's selfish, possessive, narcissistic, you know.
All of the above. Why tell me that?
Because I need you to help me. And if you do, I can guarantee that Jake and Paulina won't live happily ever after.
Allison, I have been looking all over for you.
But the road won't lead you far.
Gary, I've got to run. Could you give these to the captain?
Yeah, sure.
Great, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Gary.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Captain McNamara.
Well, he's a little bit busy, Red. I have an idea, though. Why don't you, wait right there?
Thanks,
Have fun.
Joe?
Paulina. What are you doing here?
I'm the co-chair of the hospital gala, and they told me that someone would be working with me from the department.
Well, as a matter of fact, Captain McNamara just named a liaison for that event. It would be me.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Grant,
Rachel, you're safe.
No.
Yes. And no matter how upsetting it is, once you say the words out loud, you'll feel better. You'll be at peace. It's just a memory. It's in the past. And you're safe in the present.
She's me. I'm looking at me. No, she's saying terrible things. Terrible things.
What did she say, Rachel?
She said she made love with Carl over and over and over. He knew. It was her. He wanted her. He wanted
Don't let her drown. She
Rachel, I'm counting down from 5. 5, 4. Put your mind at rest. 3, there's nothing to fear. 2, you're deeply relaxed. Now, moving on. What else can you recall about the night of the trestle?
She's pushing me off. She's pushing me off. She's pushing. Ryan, 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 you have to believe me. Ryan.
That's it. That's it. Ryan's
It's
there.
me.
You can see Ryan.
Ryan.
Who else?
Just he. Oh, stop her, Ryan.
It's all right. Relax. What do you see, Rachel?
Justine, Ryan. Somebody else is here.
Good afternoon. This is Patrice Wood. The post office is out with one of this year's Christmas stamps already, but it's been the subject of some controversy. You'll have your chance to talk back to 10 about that. And another local community has a water shortage. Join us tonight on News Channel 10.